So what did I miss?
No, we were just
Missed a lot of talk about great job, you guys.
What?
Kitchen shows.
Chef stable.
Stable.
I got it. Schnitzel. I got it.
What did I miss?
We talked about raving, Halle Berry, Michelle Obama raving online.
Yeah.
Being lonely and horny, or was that just in my own head?
Dick pic.
And
Get Schnitzel, Trish.
One second, Trish. Did you say you talk about being lonely and horny?
I said yes. We talked about being lonely and horny, but that might have just been in my own head.
Probably.
The lonely and horny part was in her
And we
head.
talked about holes too. And
Holes in your underwear.
Oh my God. Okay. What kind of holes?
Learning to sew your own underwear if you have holes in them, or maybe throwing them in the garbage if you have the ability to do so.
You are amazing. You are amazing. So what's the most fun thing you've done this week?
I went for a walk.
Oh, really? That's the most exciting thing you did?
That's really sad.
That's what I did. You want me to?
Yeah.
Yep, that was a walk.
You know what I did? I sent a vibrator to my sister.
Wow! I want to be your sister.
Hey, sisters. I have 3 sisters. They're not sending me vibrators. That'd be weird. But I appreciate
amazing gift idea. Amazing. Oh my God.
From now on, when anyone has a birthday, even if it's not for months, just right now, go online and send them a vibrator for their upcoming birthday 8 months from now.
Exactly.
Right? And then
Yes.
in the birthday card, you can write, I really wanted this gift to touch you deep inside.
Yes, Elle.
Yeah, because my sister's single, and I'm like, what can I send her so she doesn't get bored? Because she's like me, she works all the time. So I said, you know what? I sent her a vibrator. So she didn't call me since then. I think she's busy.
Yeah, she's busy.
You're an amazing. I think your gift was a hit.
And because I think it's Pornhub, it's free right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dominique, you knew that. I can see your face. You're like, yeah.
Like, yep.
I mean,
Doing that all day, every day. Day after day.
I'm by myself. I told you the situation. So yeah, it's free.
I lost my vibrator.
Yeah.
Hey, you.
Yeah.
Natalie, we need to send Natalie a vibrator. She is
Okay, let's send a... Natalie, you need to have a vibrator. I'm going to send you one.
Let's all get paid in vibrators.
I've been sexting though, like sexting.
Sexting? I'm jealous. I'm trying to message all my exes and no one's writing me back.
Exes. Don't text the exes. No. Don't do it.
No.
Don't do it, Trish.
They're writing me back emotional bullshit. I just want to hear sexual things.
Like,
Oh my God.
no, don't do it.
Oh my God.
Don't do
You
it.
don't want to hear nothing emotional, only sexual things?
Yeah, none of them are going there. They're like, remember that time we went for a walk on the beach?
Shut up and talk dirty. Talk moistly to me. Talk moistly.
I'm like,
to
just
me.
talk moistly to me. Come on, like Natalie
Talk
said.
moistly.
Talk moistly to me.
Exactly. But since he
Talk
said that,
moistly to me.
since Justin Trudeau said that, there's a lot of people are designing fan art, like sexual things about him. You know that? Because we're all at home.
Well,
There's a remix, a song that they auto-tune him. I shared it on Facebook.
It's funny.
He's like singing
hilarious.
modestly and like so fucking funny.
Wash your hands up to your elbows and speak
Moist.
moistly, moistly.
Mostly. Oh, yeah.
But I think someone wrote the speech for him and he was reading it because he laughs at himself when he says it the first time. He's like, moistly, Ooh, that's a weird thought.
I bet his wife
They
was.
write their own speech. They never.
I bet his wife was
There's always
really
somebody
turned
that
on.
writes their speech for them, and then they come on, he has to speak every day, so he doesn't have time to write his own speech. So there's somebody that does that for him, and then I don't know, maybe it's like who's behind, and usually it's like somebody that always does it for him. But like that was funny.
I want to know what that Moisley person is doing right now. Like, have they lost their job or have they gotten a break?
You're fired.
Maybe it was his wife.
Moisley. Yeah, that's funny.
Maybe his wife did it for him, but she was really horny when she wrote it, and then she just like used the word more.
She's obviously super horny because she got the coronavirus and he didn't. So obviously they're not doing it.
Maybe they're wearing
She recovered.
doing it.
Obviously,
They're wearing
they're not
masks.
doing
I
it.
doubt it.
It's so stressful for him. I'm pretty sure they're not doing it.
Like
I'm
if they
pretty
have
sure.
to wear, quarantine bodysuits, it's going to be very difficult for them to do that.
No, you
feel
can
like the
still leave
future
a
just
little
involves-
hole. You leave a little hole on the
Yes, the
bodysuit.
future involves
And you go
bodysuits
for
And
it.
we're back to the
for
hole.
body parts.
We're back to the hole.
Every episode is about
We're back to the hole. No, but there's always a way to have fun with a quarantine suit, a quarantine suit. There's always a quarantine suit. There's always a way to have fun with a suit. You just put a hole where it's supposed to be and then go for it, That's always a way.
Cut two
There's
more
always a
for
way.
2 sets of eyes.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
Always a way. But the thing is, when you're single, like Dominique, like Janna, what do you do?
Nothing.
Girls, what do you do?
Nothing. There's nothing.
Oh
you
my
can
God.
do.
But you can build a
What
dildo out of duct tape.
There's
Yeah.
nothing
As you want.
Exactly, yeah.
Honestly,
A bottle? A
it's
bottle.
really sad. It's really, really
Right?
sad.
Mylene, what do you do, Mylene?
People use bottles, right?
Yeah. It's a little bit square,
I've
but
seen it. I've seen it. I've heard it before. They've used all kinds of. Actually, hold on. There's a better one, guys. I'll show you how it looks.
A cucumber.
Show us.
or banana.
I'm sorry.
Did you just say cucumber
Oh,
said
or
that.
banana?
she said that.
Who got a cucumber?
I'm not the one doing it, but some people are doing it, obviously.
With a cucumber?
It's a
With a
light.
cucumber?
It might burn.
Let's say you
It
don't
might
have
burn. It
time.
might.
Cucumber,
You
I
don't have
wouldn't
a
burn.
sweet
Yeah.
sister that sends you a vibrator, right? You don't have time to go to the sex shop. You can't order it online and you
No.
need it today.
Amazon. It took 2 days for send it to my sister. I can send you the link, baby.
That's
Because the thing,
Express.
I do a lot of things, and I worked recently. There was the Taboo show here in Toronto,
What's
and
that?
I worked for the Taboo show. And now I'm literally a specialist in vibrator because that's all I was selling. And then when I knew that we were being stopped here at home, and I know my sister's single, I said it to her because she was getting stressed. And trust me, now she's not stressed anymore. And I think
Interesting. Maybe that's the reason why I'm so stressed. But the
Yes,
thing
love.
is, like, I am a horny person, but what I miss
Say.
the most, and I was dating someone, but quarantine broke us up because he had kids and he didn't want me to meet the kids, blah, blah, blah.
Okay,
So I miss, like, I'm thinking about the guy I dated when I was like 14. I'm thinking about the guys who I had like a real, like, good emotional connection with. Like, I want to like hug somebody. I want to be with that guy who I enjoyed holding hands with. Who I
Affection.
like to hug. I'm like going back to that guy who I liked when I was 14, who I still like, who I have a connection with. That's what I'm like going to. I'm like, oh, vibrator, that's just like that. And then I literally want to like go to sleep with somebody I care about and just like hold them, which sounds so stupid.
Just a hug, yeah.
But that's what I miss.
I hear you, Trish.
You're only human.
Many of those guys own a pair of gray sweatpants because that's like the definitive factor in all of this. That's
I
like
can
the
definitely imagine this guy in gray sweatpants and he looks really good. So maybe that's why I'm really going back to that one dude that I actually have an emotional connection with. And it's
But
weird
what's
because I do
your
want to mix of both, but I want somebody. I'm like, I'm in my 30s. I've been really picky. I break up with people after a few months if something bugs me about them. But like, maybe I should understand that people have flaws, and maybe I shouldn't have broken up with everyone until this point and ended up in quarantine by myself.
Yeah, but what's your type? Girls, what's your type? Like, even the one who are not single, my type, as you know, is someone that is strong, intelligent. I don't even care anymore about look. Look, I don't care. But I really, really, really enjoy someone that is intelligent. I cannot stand stupidity right now. And people that are stupid annoy me you have no idea. And funny people. So that's my type. But I'm curious, what's your type, all of you? It's a question that I just have, by the way. That's why.
I like spicy men that look good in gray sweatpants. That's my type.
Intelligence turns me on. Intelligence and like funny humor that's really thought out. Deep thinkers.
Yeah, that's my guy, the guy that I'm in love with. He's like funny, intelligent, very sexy, handsome, everything. Like, I'm so glad I got to see him just before the lockdown.
Oh, I remember you telling me about this guy.
It's still the same guy.
Oh, no. See, that's the thing. Okay, so when you're not in a definitive relationship, it's hard during quarantine because you have to go into quarantine. And if it's not someone you're committed to the point where you live together or are like boyfriend, girlfriend, that's why my guy and I broke up. We had been together for a few months, but we weren't like boyfriend, girlfriend, I guess, whatever. He had kids. So it's not like he can be like, hey, kids, here's this.
Yeah, I wasn't in
I've been saying about. Or for you, it's like, yeah, if you're not fully committed, you can't really further it at this point. So it's like, okay, I guess we're breaking up and or putting it on pause for a few months.
Is it on hold or breaking up? Are you on hold?
Really hard.
But are you on hold or just break up? It's done.
In my case, I think it's done because my sisters also told me that they think that he has devil eyes. So it's done. Because now they're telling me the truth because he's not around. But I think for some situations, it's like on hold, which is also weird.
Yeah. Hi, Janna. You're back with us.
Don't worry. He doesn't have Facebook. He's not seeing this.
Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Devil Eyes is not seeing this.
That's good. Who else wants to tell us about their type? What type of men do you like?
I'll tell you what type of man I like. I like a man.
Tell me, baby. Tell me.
First of all, I mean, people say whatever. Like in my situation, height is everything. Like that's part of what I find sexy in a man is height. And the fact that because I mean I'm 5'10" and I wear 5-inch heels, so obviously height has something to do. Like I want someone that makes me feel safe and protected because I can take care of myself, but if someone can, you know, make me feel safe, like that's everything. And somebody who's driven, like I love ambitious men. I love that. And somebody with a kind heart, like, and you know, if they like taking care of themselves and like going to the gym or like nice and athletic, I love that too.
Yeah, athletic.
Oh, Alina is back.
Alina's back. Yeah. Hi, Alina. Hi. We were saying, what's our type of man? What type of men do we like? So who wants to tell their choice of man? Who's next?
Someone, you know, you go through through the time when at some point where like, oh, just follow the emotions, and it's kind of like you're driven by how it makes you feel to be so attracted to the guy that's probably wrong for you, but you can't help it, and you just so sexually attracted and just do stupid shit. And then with age, you kind of like where you evaluate and like, okay, what's worth? So you look at a man where, oh, maybe it's somebody that treats me nicely, and maybe it's somebody that's like, oh, okay, where it's just like your values change, where it's somebody that's like, you know, somebody that makes driven by life and who's driven by career, and as opposed to a bad boy like, oh, he looks cool, he looks good, I'm just attracted to him, and you lose yourself in it. and with time, you like kind of evaluate differently. Where somebody that provides you, or you could see future with him, or provide a life that you can build together, and somebody that's like, you know, has potential in lifelong support.
Janna, I just received a message. Someone is asking me if you like short men. Janna is asking. Janna, someone just sent me a message. Do you like short men?
Apparently,
So you're eating chips?
specific because he's obviously short. What else does he have to offer?
Okay. Okay, that's because I still look at my message at the same time. Who else didn't? Mylene, what's your type of man?
Well, what you said, girls, like it's kind of like, you know, funny, loving, caring guy who's ambitious, like go-getter. Who really care and have, you know, like take care of you as well, and who's willing to support you, whatever you do.
It goes both ways, I think.
Yeah, both. You support him, but he's supporting you, and each other you grow together.
Right? In some way,
available as well.
Yeah,
And
in some way,
with communication.
Lost in the seductive kind of like lust, and I just want to like kind of be like, you know, attracted and so on, and then with time we'll realize it is the person that is gonna, I think women were like that sooner than the men, but at some point we discovered that we kind of like where we value where a man just holds you as a woman and wants to do as much as possible for you, and then that's what we value as opposed to the image, and as opposed to like how so I think it changes with age and time, and it's just like now it's like, oh fuck, be a good man. I'll be good for you. And that's
the most important. How he treats you and his heart is the most important thing of all.
Yeah.
I think.
What about you, Jen? Jen, you've been quiet.
I don't like game, so I really like someone, a man, a straightforward man, someone who's honest, himself, confident. Even though it's like straightforward or kind, I don't really mind as long as there's no game. And someone who can do his life, I will do mine. And when we have the time and we want to be together, we're taking the time to make that special. I don't have a physical type. I like tall guy because I'm tall. My boyfriend is
physical. You don't have a physical type. He's
got a lot of perks. But I think it's really sexy when a guy is confident, not cocky, and just himself and honest to, like, I'm a big girl. I can totally take care of myself. But if your hands feels like home, for me, like in a relationship, not in sex, it's another topic.
Sex you slap. The relationship. I said sex you slap. Relationship you hold.
So when hands feels like home, for me it means the world, because it's not about security. It's about you're at the right place with the right person.
Exactly. I agree. What about you, Aline? You've been so quiet.
Hi, guys.
I want to hear that sexy voice. What's your type?
Hello. How are you?
Hey.
Hey.
What's
Hey
your
there.
type?
Yeah.
Hey there. How's it going?
So beautiful. You look fantastic, my belle.
Well, first off, I'm short. Not midget short, but I'm short. So I always wanted someone way taller than me. So my husband, he's like 6'1". Yeah, about that, which is phenomenal. It's great. He's smart. and he's kind. And I think those two are the most important. Actually, it's more than that. How they appreciate you. And someone who really, really loves you, they listen to you. Even if you're talking shit or whatever crazy idea you have or you're thinking about, just to have that person that's someone like your best friend just listening to you, that's what you really want, right? Because they're not judging you, they appreciate you for who you are, and they love that you're crazy and you're unique in your own way. So
as long as they're actually listening to you, not thinking, "Oh, damn, girl, you're crazy."
You're loony, but I like you. So,
love you, but damn, you're crazy.
Like I know I'm crazy. I know he's crazy.
We all crazy. It's not a point. You're saying.
We all know you're crazy, Aline.
Right?
It's a good crazy. It's a good crazy.
Of course.
And you know what? Actually, I have to say something else. I have to say this. I know some people out there, they do want to marry rich, which is great. Whatever floats your boat, that's great. But I've met or dated rich guys, and they're the biggest douchebags and assholes anywhere. You know what I mean?
That's not the topic. That's not the topic, but I'll listen.
It's another topic.
That's another topic. Okay.
Like random. Okay.
I agree.
Ladies, I'm so sorry. I have to jump off the call. But if my other call is super quick, I will jump back onto this conversation.
You tell.
Okay. You go for it, love.
You kiss them right.
Okay, so I'm sending love kisses in case I don't come back. But if my other call is very quick, I'll jump back in. Okay.
Okay.
Kisses in case you don't come back. Bye.
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 So, Alina, what's your type of man?
Okay. So talked about you, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck off. I said a lot of great thing about you. Wine. Sorry.
Because you're like
Out for her.
No, Alina, you are like you motivate me. Like you are so sexy. Your pictures are amazing. Absolutely, I'm telling you, like that's something.
Baby.
No. I'm just saying. I look at your pictures and I'm like, oh, that's something like I'm not gonna get close to doing that, but that's something that I would love to do a little bit of glimpse of. I think you're doing fantastic. You're awesome. You're amazing.
Wait, what was last night?
You look fabulous. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, and I appreciate you so much, and I think you're so fabulous too.
Thank you, sweetheart.
She's gonna blush. She's gonna blush.
Like I don't understand. I look at your pictures. I'm like, oh my goodness. Like that's like I would love. It's awesome. I would love to take some of somewhat pictures like that. Like it's memories. You know, we all look beautiful. We all whatever. Like, but
Exactly.
the niche you have, I love it. I love it.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Yeah, totally.
Sorry to interrupt. Did you see Jen's boyfriend? He was giving her little kisses, and we saw it. Sorry to interrupt.
Can I smoke a cigarette, or is it not?
Talk about.
Sure you can. Oh my God, how can you?
I'm restraining myself since like 7.
Power women. Like, oh my God. Like,
Go for it.
I don't care about the boyfriend.
So Alina, we still, when I want to hear something, I want to know what's your type.
Yeah.
No, you want to know all the things, Sabine.
I want to know everything.
Okay, so it's so funny. I had watched Beauty and the Beast, and after watching Gaston, I was like,
No.
"That is my type."
Really?
Apple. Oh my God.
No, everyone no Yahoo.
But you know, maybe for sex, Gaston can be good, but that's it.
That is
not more. He's a bad guy. He's not naked, but
I know, and it's a bad place in trouble. But you know what? I don't have a balance of like feminine and masculine energies, right? And I just really strongly feel that my energy is like very, very, very feminine. So I am typically attracted to men who are very, very masculine in their energy, which is not always a good thing. Like a guy who is jacked and that douchebag type of guy. But that's like always very, you know, it's very superficial. Obviously, it never lasts if there's nothing else underneath that. But basically, like what's really important to me on top of the physical is consistency. Like you were saying, Sabine, it's like I have no more time for any stupidity, for anybody who's flaky. I just don't at the time of day anymore at all. And then I've had guys be like, "Oh my God, you're overreacting. You're crazy." Like if they flop on me once, I'm like gone already. But it's like I just don't have time. Like I don't. If we're already having issues in the very beginning, like I'm not gonna give this the time of day. And like that's kind of why this whole quarantine situation is. Like, I mean, it sucks, obviously, but it's also really interesting because you're not going straight to hooking up with people or skipping over, you know, all of the conversations that you need to have. So when you're actually conversing with people and getting to know them, like, I don't know, it just really makes you see people in a different light. And yeah, I really like people who are straight up, just like no BS. I don't like it when people
How are you doing now? What are you doing? Can I ask, what is it? What activities? What is it? I know Trish is in San Marie and she's at her mom's house. I'm at my parents' place. Freaking hard. No, I love my parents. It's hard. And anyways, what?
You're lucky.
I'm at my parents' house too.
You're lucky too.
I'm grateful, absolutely. But it's
so grateful.
Adjustment. I always lived by myself. I always done things like where I'm so independent. It's a huge adjustment. It's whatever it is. But I'm also of course kind of like worried to make sure they're safe.
Janna, I have a question for you.
Yes.
How do you adjust? Because you're probably not the only one in this situation. How do you
That's what I'm talking about. Of course. What is your question, honey?
How do you adjust? What do you do? Because you've always been independent and now you live with your parents. So
Absolutely.
How do you adjust to that?
Huge adjustment. So now I am. I went for a walk here and there, like an hour walk. But it's not enough. I'm lost. Like I'm absolutely lost. And I try to kind of function because my parents' mentality is different as opposed to mine. I'm much more creative, much more like I have to be like, and I start joking around with them and I start being a character with them and even like, well, Trisha's videos are freaking awesome. And I show my parents the Trish's videos. I'm like, oh, I need to do more of that. And it's really hard. It's really hard to deal with. I don't know if like somewhat kind of like I blind myself and not worry about it for a moment, but then I just face it. And I'm actually, it is hard. It is extremely hard.
I can imagine that.
Like, do you get along with them, Janna? Is it just that?
I get along with them, no problem. I get along fantastic, but I'm my parents are like I absolutely.
I know her mother. Her mother is amazing. I met her mother. She's beautiful. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. So they're so kind. It's not about them. It's not them. It's more me because I'm so independent. It's so frustrating because every one of you, I'm sure, have to like kind of face where, okay, how do you deal with it? Because there's so many ways where it's like unexpected. It was short-lived. For me, it was like I dealt with it for a bit. It was totally fine. And now I'm kind of like, okay, this dressing up is feeling amazing, and I want to do it more often and that's, thank you, Sabine, and that's kind of like what it is. But not even that. Put that aside. We all have to deal with somewhat emotional struggles, and it's like in our own ways. We're stuck, whether it's with our partner or with our family, with our parents, and not only emotionally in that way, but also financially. Government says this and that, but not everyone can handle it. And then when they say, oh, $2,000, oh, maybe not, like, that's not enough. Yeah, no, but it's like, it's creating like where it's such an, for some people.
It's hard. No, I know what you mean. I really appreciate that you're sharing that, because there's a lot of people who's going through what you're going through. And even though it's a fun show, but it's hard what we're going through right now, all of us. It's really hard. And one of the reasons why I decided to do the show anyways, even though I could not rent a studio or anything, it's, to be honest with you, with no joke, I'm going to be serious for 2 seconds. At one point, I was getting depressed. And I have to be honest with you, I was getting badly depressed. And it was hard. It was getting harder, and people around me didn't understand how depressed I was, but I was. Because for me, before the virus, things were going great. Actually, I already booked the studio to do this show at a studio. And with Janna, I wrote a film where Janna was supposed to be the star, and I already booked everything for that film to after. So everything was going, and then boom.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, and then boom, that's it, nothing. So I was very depressed, and then I sent a message. I said, let's do it online. But in a way, for me, it forced me to dress, to make up, to look sexy, you know. But also, I'm pretty sure it's the same for us. Yeah, sexy, you know.
Let's all do it.
Let's all do it. Oh my God. Yeah, Natalie, we just have more viewers right now. But you know, and I understand what you're going through, Janna, because I was getting depressed. And by doing this, it helps, you know? I'm pretty sure it's the same thing. I don't know who wants to jump in the conversation.
Yeah, please do jump in. Like, I mean, I didn't realize that I kind of like let it go when I was driving and doing things and whatever. I think it's been hitting me the last few days more than I expected, and especially just talking to Sabine just now. It hit me a little bit more than I thought it would, and I don't know what's gonna happen the next few days. But I appreciate Sabine, and I appreciate you coming and putting us together and giving us a chance to kind of discuss and talk about it. And please, anyone else that's gonna join in right now. It's a little bit stronger than I thought.
But I'm curious, the one who didn't talk too much, because we have some quiet people here. And you know, I'm looking at you, Mylene, Alina, and Trish, who's been quiet for a while. What do you do to make yourself stay sane? I'm losing my English. The wine is finished. So how do you stay sane? I'm curious. I know, Trish, you're doing some amazing videos, but Mylene and all, what do you do?
Trish, you're muted.
I'm muted?
Trish, you're muted.
Today I put some sheet on over my walls.
What did you do? You put some sheet on your wall?
Yeah, because I'm starting a voiceover studio at home.
Oh, you put some sheet.
Isolate. My space.
I heard sheep, like a sheep.
No, sheep. Crucifying them on my wall.
All the sheep on the wall.
No sheets. Bed sheets. On my wall.
Yeah.
And put up a paint that I have, so I'm still looking like, organizing my space in my room, but I hear Janna, and it's starting to hit me like the next couple of last days, like yesterday and 2 days. I feel like really depressed, and now I'm just like, what am I gonna do? Like for the whole month, I had stuff to do, and but now I don't have the energy to create something. Like, when we're in that cycle of like, oh, I should do that, but I'm not doing it, and then you don't do it.
Exactly.
It should come naturally anyway.
Yeah.
But I go for walks. I go for long walks, like 2 hours walks.
Wow, that's really good for you.
Yeah. Bike rides.
Yeah.
That's my way to keep my sanity, mostly.
That's good. And what do you do?
I think physical activity is very important.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Aline, what do you do? You've been quiet. What do you do to stay sane?
Me?
Yes, Aline. It's Aline. Yeah,
meditating a lot more.
You do meditation?
I've been meditating a lot more since I can't walk. So that's been helping me. That's regaining my energy back because I have been weak for many, many months because of my injury. So I work out at home. I do a lot of stretching, yoga. I mean, moves that I can do. I'm very limited to what I can and cannot do. But honestly, guys, if you can meditate, that's been the greatest help ever.
I started that.
Some advice where we can find information about meditation?
So I see a Reiki master. I will recommend her to you guys, and I'll send you her information. She's amazing. She sends me a lot of videos. One of them in particular is by, I believe it's Abraham Hicks. I could be wrong, but I'll double check.
No, it is. I've
right?
Yeah.
Honestly, I do it 3 times a day, morning, afternoon, at night, before I go to bed. And I think the best thing for everybody is before you go to bed, do it and have a clear mind so you don't have any nightmares. You don't have any other thoughts that are stressing you out. I know it's a tough time right now. But the fact that we're all doing this, thank you, Sabine. Honestly, thank you. This means a lot to me, to all of us. We're just supporting each other as best as we can. So thank you. Thank you.
No, you thank you, because it would have been hard for me to do it by myself. And I really appreciate you. You are by far, all of you, the funniest girls I know. You know how you make me laugh. I remember. I still talk with Steve about that day we spent together, Mylene. How I was laughing when we went back in the bus. And Trish. No, you're all super funny, and I really appreciate that you're doing that. But I think, in a way, all of us, like Janna was saying, it's really hard on us. And the best thing is literally to stay together. And the funny part is, since I started this show, I've been having email, like people are sending me email about being interesting in the show, where I did this show in a studio, like the regular studio type. Nobody emailed me. And now that I'm doing this, people are like, oh, this is cool, because people are looking for content. And it's, in a way, we got to see what's good, what's coming from this situation, the good things that are coming from this situation. People are looking for content. They need to watch it. But I'm sorry to interrupt what I'm saying, but someone is sending me like 3 emails, and it's for Trish.
Oh, okay.
That person didn't share what was your type of man. And it's like, what's your type of man?
I don't think I answered what my type of man is.
Yeah,
I like intelligence and humor. I've physically gone for so many different types of men in the past. All of my exes look totally different from one another. But the main factor is that they're intelligent and funny. And I just want to feel a connection. I want to be challenged, but I also want to be appreciated for I think I'm kind of quirky. So if you're looking for that like hot, stunning, beautiful girl who's like normal all the time and just really cool, that's not me. I'm weird. So I want someone who appreciates my weirdness and doesn't talk down to me over it.
And weird is sexy and weird is totally perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've had some guys who have treated me like I'm really
in our
too
way.
weird for them, and they're like, chill, you're strange. And
think
I
you're
don't want to
so
feel like
They're
that.
strange. You tell them they're strange.
Yeah, like those really cool guys were like, that's not cool to talk like that. I live in Silver Lake in LA. I'm like, oh, please, I can't date you. Like guys that are too cool for me. I want someone who can be goofy, but who's also intelligent. That's it. That's all. That's what down to earth.